All right. Should be good now. Check my playback. Dun-dun-dun-dun. A lot of playoff spots open. There's still what, 8 total slots, 5 for the AFC and just 3 for the NFC. NFC's a little bit closed up. But I also think that the kind of closed off nature of the NFC playoffs kind of hints the AFC is a lot better. Because it seems like in the NFC, you got like, what's up, stud? You got a few teams that are pretty much there and ready to go, and then, you got the rest. What's up, Sloppy? What's up, Jacob? How's everybody doing? Hopefully quite well. All right, there we go. Got my playback up now. It's up and moving. But yeah, I don't know. Quite a big weekend ahead. Now, I guess there's only 4 spots left, or 4 spots in the AFC because the Browns just clinched last night. It's going to be a little tougher now. Browns are officially in the playoffs thanks to Joe Flacco and his Linsanity run here late in his career. Pretty crazy. I don't think anyone expected this out of Flacco. We all probably assumed his best playing days were long gone. All right. Wonder when it comes to an end, though. You know what I mean? Because it's like, all right, well, does the clock strike 12 for this Cinderella run? I don't know. Feels like it's going to, though. Sooner rather than later, and it's going to be pretty crushing for the Browns fans. You got to hope it's not like in the middle of the playoffs. That would be a bit of a bummer. Hey, we have 6 likes already. I appreciate you guys. Good looking out. May even hit double digits on this stream. That'd be crazy. But yeah, the Browns are officially the latest team to clinch, so we don't have to talk about any of the Brown scenarios. Makes it a little bit tougher on the Ravens. They got to win now because, Cleveland won, so the pressure's on the Ravens a little bit. So also, though, for Baltimore, they do clinch home field advantage this weekend. So I guess the very first scenario is obviously the Cleveland clinched. All they had to do was win a game and they're in the playoffs. And now for Baltimore, they can still clinch the North. It was a little easier if Cleveland had just lost because it would be theirs. But they just got to win now. And if they do win, number 1 seed. So a double W for the Ravens. Triple W, right? You get the win, you get your division, and the 1 seed. Sheesh. Yeah, that'd be pretty crazy. He goes back to a Super Bowl, but this time he's a Brown. The AFC North menace. Pretty, I think the Ravens can pull this off. I think they're going to go at this with the playoff intensity, and I don't know what the Dolphins are going to do. Should be one hell of a game. I do think if I was a Browns fan, or a Dolphins fan, I'd be a bit nervous having to deal with that team. Especially because your offense is basically just kind of like this carbon copy of the 49ers. Or at least it's real similar. Kind of like when McVay plays some of his people, like Kevin O'Connell, it's like the same offense. I believe even the Rams run a very similar offense to what Shanahan runs. Maybe not like a mirror offense, but I don't know. Seems like the Ravens got a pretty good shot at this weekend. Of course, Miami could play, could put a wrench in it, but we have to see it. They beat Dallas, though. That was a good win. Yeah, you guys feel free to add stuff to the stream. It's, you're more than welcome to contribute. It's encouraged. That's okay, too. No one wants to talk. What's up, Nicholas? At least someone will fucking finally say words now. Jesus Christ. What's up, man? How's it going? Nice to see someone who actually wants to talk about football. What's up, Space? Yeah, there's a couple people. It's like, I don't know how you could have a football talk and just sit there quietly with your hands on your butt. Oh, yeah, man. That's good to hear. It's like, what, you just got no opinions on the entire NFL? It's just biggest playoff game? Like, you know, we're 2 weeks from the end of the season. Everyone's just kind of out of football opinions. It's like, really? All right. I take silence as tactic agreement with everything I'm saying. So you Miami fans have disappointed me because I've basically been saying your team can't win this game. And you guys are just kind of going, yeah, he's right. It's like, well, I didn't expect that. Okay. Very nervous. Yeah, I would imagine so. You're playing arguably the best team in the NFL right now. Or at least the team that seemingly matches up the best against the other best teams. I don't know if the Ravens are the best team. I think the 49ers are. But like, you know how the Packers had this weird fatal flaw? It just feels like the 49ers have this weird fatal flaw when playing the Ravens, and it's just kind of got the checkmate on it. Yeah. We're going to have to see you guys basically replicate the Dallas performance and hope to God that the Ravens can't stop the run. You picked Miami over Baltimore. Lions versus Cowboys will be good. Yeah, it should be really good. Should be a nice little high-scoring affair. Fun little fact about the Dallas-Detroit game. You know, over the last 3 games, the Cowboys are allowing, what was it, like 156 rush yards a game? Want to know how many rush yards a game the Lions are averaging over the last 3? 154. So however that's going to play out and give, Dallas could have a lot of trouble like they did against Miami because Detroit and Miami run not similar offenses, but they have similar philosophies to their offense. Yeah, Bills fans are going to be... Boy, though, the Patriots have the opportunity to do a hilarious thing. I'm not trying to say like that like you're doing that, Ven, but like I often see people like make that line of reasoning, like, oh, this team won't lose that many games in a row. It's like, well, I don't think that means anything. Like, I've seen people say that all year as like a defense for a team not losing a game, and it's like, well, I don't care. You lose all your games in a row. What? You know, like I'm not trying to be rude, but like if Kyle Hamilton doesn't play, you guys got a really good shot at winning. If the Patriots we were good. If the Pats win on Sunday, I will. See, the Bills screwed up and they made enemies with the Patriots fans. The second that they won that division, they turned their back on us and started talking shit. It was insane. I hope Miami fans don't do this to us. We've been betrayed by everybody. You don't understand how much we put on for that city of Buffalo during their championship run. It was bullshit. But see, you're a Miami fan, so you probably remember how buddy the Dolphins or the Patriots and Bills fans were during the Bills' rise with Josh Allen. The Patriots fans were sitting there. We were like, oh, this is it. Here comes the Bills. Like, we were on them in the offseason. We're like, nah, it's not going to be the Jets. Jets ain't shit. It's going to be Buffalo. And then they fucking brutused us. At 2 Brute. And the Bills were just like, yeah, we're going to keep stabbing you, Julius. That's what I think happened when the Romans betrayed Julius Caesar. Some guy he was like, you too, Brutus, if that was actually said. And the guy was like, yeah, I'm just going to keep on stabbing you, dude. You got to go. It was real awkward. Dude, yeah, Bills fans and Patriots fans, we used to get along with those guys. We were their buddies. And that was so annoying, the fact that they didn't like want to be our friend afterward. It's like, what are you guys angry about? You could beat us for the next 10 years straight, and you still don't have a more like the funniest thing about the Patriots versus Bills, because of like the fact that we went 35-3 against them with Belichick and Brady. Like I don't even know. They got a lot of uphill climbing to do. Yeah, and then we beat them 35 times out of 38 with Brady. Like, Nicholas, you don't understand what we did to that city. We came through, we swung our dicks at them, beat the fuck out of them. Yeah, you guys don't understand. We never lost to Buffalo. And then we beat them with Mac Jones earlier this year. You don't understand what kind of trauma we reopened for them people. Them people probably thought it's never going to happen. We're never winning again. They're going to do it with Mac Jones now. Holy fuck. And I seen that Stud brought up Russ Wilson to the Patriots, or to the Seahawks. I think the more intriguing topic to discuss would be the Bills, not the Bills, but the Patriots picking up Russell Wilson. What's up, Daniel? And I'm very open to this. Russell Wilson's one of my guys. He'd fit our team like a fucking glove. Y'all can make all the corny. I don't care about corny jokes. Tom Brady's corny too. We got faith, football, and family back in New England. Oh boy, here we go. We got a capable quarterback to run an offense. Oh fuck yeah, here we go. We got that defense. Oh, we're basically just repeating what he had in. I mean, how much different is the current Patriots with Russell Wilson than the Legion of Boom? Our defense is just as good as that. And we have like 4 stringers. We're allowing 10 points a game with like 4 string corners. Yeah, there's a very real possibility Russell Wilson's a Patriot in, just a few months. Atlanta's intriguing, but I think that's where Justin Fields is going to wind up. The Bills almost lost to the Easton Stick-led Chargers. Dude, Bailey Zappi might shock the world tomorrow or on Sunday. I'm really hoping Zappi pulls off a miracle. I think Wilson needs to go to a place like New England. I'm not going to lie. Think about this, Nicholas. How much does that make sense in your head the more you think about it? He won't be able to pull off whatever kind of weird shit. I know. See, you think Russell Wilson sucks because you're silly. But Russ has like 30 touchdowns and 8 interceptions this year. I'd take him in a heartbeat. We'd have a lot of wins with that guy as our quarterback right now. We might even already clinched a playoff spot. We just ain't got no quarterback play. Yeah, we fucking hit terrible defense. Literally just a dog shit ass defense that can't do nothing. Bad coaching because Sean Payton isn't very good. And a team and a organization that almost seemingly doesn't like him. I think Chicago would draft Caleb and Washington would draft Drake May. I hope Washington takes a lineman. Russell. Well, he likes completing passes to Patriots. We know that. And Russell kind of kills the Patriots in the regular season. So it'd be nice to see him come win some games for us now. I won't swear to it, but I feel like that's the first time we've ever beat that dude in the regular season. Want to know one of my scorching hot takes for the upcoming draft? I think the Lions wind up with Jaden Daniels. I don't know how the fuck that happens, but I feel it in my bones. I'm not good at draft stuff, by the way, so I never have good hot takes on the draft. Because again, I don't really know. I think the Lions really like Hendon Hooker, so I don't think they're Yeah, but looking at the Lions situationally, right? They don't need a first round pick next year in 2025. They can auction off. They can just trade away that fucking 2025 first and their first this year and just fly up that draft board to a top 10 pick. Well, Broncos are in quarterback now, so not that hot of a take. Broncos go QB. No, Hooker's on the Lions. So I think the Lions, I may be wrong about that. Because I think they actually really like Hendon Hooker in Detroit. Yeah, they got him and he's healthy now and shit. I think he's officially their backup. I'm not 100% sure on that. I know he's active now, so. Yeah, this is a contract year. Lions have a very difficult decision to make. I say you sign Goff for another 1 or 2. You do a 2-year deal with Goff, and then find your next quarterback. If the Patriots can get Marvin Harrison, I'd be such a happy guy. Get us Marv, get us Russ. We'll fucking cook. Is there a bunch of teams that you're gonna go fishing for quarterbacks and they're gonna come up with 0? I think Stud. Normally, I'd agree with that take, but I actually do think this is a particularly good class of quarterbacks. Seems like the Rams. Kind of just depends. I don't really know what seed the Lions are going to get. Like, if they beat Dallas, they pretty much just are the 2 seed. So it's kind of like, well, right now they could be the 2 seed. And that means they're playing like fucking, who is it right now? Minnesota? Stafford? But more than likely, it's looking like they're going to be the 3. And that puts it right up with Stafford. Oh, yeah, that's the game the NFL is like, oh, please let us get this. The NFL's like, dude, please. Yeah. It'd be so funny if the 49ers did lose to the Commanders and the Lions win out. It's just, well, I guess we're the 1 seed now. Who saw that coming? And then you still have some dickbag out there going, I think the 5th seed Stefanski-led Browns should be the fucking coach of the year. I have still not seen one convincing argument other than his quarterbacks keep getting hurt. It's like, oh, damn, that sucks. Maybe he should get a better offensive line or something, or coach his quarterbacks to avoid fucking getting hurt all the time. Maybe he should not use so many running quarterbacks. Weird, his pocket quarterback isn't getting hurt. I don't know. Stop putting his players in positions to get fucking hurt all the time. I've never seen a team lose so many quarterbacks. What the fuck is going on over there? Again, other than the 4 quarterback thing, I see no reason why Stefanski should be coach of the year over Dan Campbell. I'm like, what's the reasoning? They just don't want to give Detroit people awards. That's all. They're like, yeah, the Lions were expected to be as good as they are. Oh, bullshit. Every big game the Lions have played this year, not one person has picked them to win. Not one person in the media, most fans pick against them. You want to know how I know? I see pick 'em. I do pick 'ems. No one's picking the Lions. They didn't pick them for the Chiefs game. They didn't pick them for either of the Packers games. They didn't pick them for Minnesota. They didn't pick them for this Dallas game. No, they didn't pick them for Ravens, but rightfully so. No one picks the Lions when they play a good team. No one really actually thinks the Lions are that good. So that's why no one thinks Dan Campbell should win Coach of the Year, because they don't really think the Lions are good. I'm telling you, I'm not lying. Tell me I'm wrong. Why hasn't anyone ever picked them to beat anybody good? Yeah, but Space, you actually think the Lions are a good team? I don't disagree with that take. I didn't think DeMar should come back, but like, as bad as this sounds, I think Tua is more deserving of comeback player of the year than DeMar Hamlin. Yeah, the Dolphins get a lot of the same shit, but it's like the Lions are the only team that were like expected to win the division, but no one expected them to actually do it. But now that they did it, everyone's like, yeah, Dan Campbell shouldn't win Coach of the Year for doing what everyone thought they were going to do. It's like, yeah, none of you have picked anybody. Well, no, DeMar Hamlin's been through worse. He died. Space, no, he hasn't been. Like, DeMar died. Like, it's as simple as that. DeMar died on the field playing football. He's almost impossible to beat for this award. But, like, Tua's career was basically over. And then he comes back and is, like, a near MVP. That's, to me, that's crazy. DeMar barely plays. I'm like, But then I look at like Joe Flacco and it's like, he was done, dude. No, it wasn't a bad take. It wasn't a bad take. I think you just kind of look at it like everyone kind of forgets DeMar literally was dead. They had to bring his ass back. So that's, you know what I mean? Because it's like, well, he's fine. It's like, yeah, because, you know, we're pretty good at medicine nowadays, or at least a little better than we used to be. But that was a crazy moment. We were live for that game. I remember we were all excited to watch this game because that had all the hype, and then, you know, that guy died. Yeah, I don't know. I think Flacco might win this shit, dude. If he has one or two, if he has another 2 good games, they're gonna give Joey that award. They love giving that award to old guys. I'm telling you. If only DeMar Hamlin wasn't a rookie, basically. Dude, they love giving that award to elder players who come back. Yeah, it's about 1 year now. I'm just glad he was able to play again. You know what I mean? It's like, damn, dude, DeMar made it back, and that's going to be a tight award. I don't think, you know what I think is weird? Like, it seems like fans of teams are like saying that their coach should win Coach of the Year, and they're just completely like, they don't even bring up Campbell anymore in a lot of these, and it's like, well, who else? Sorry, but Shane Steichen, wow, a guy who's barely going to make the playoffs if he does. That guy should be Coach of the Year over Campbell? Okay. Why didn't Campbell win Coach of the Year last year? He had a 9-7 record. That's about or 9-8 record. That's about what the Colts will do this year. Campbell didn't even get any fucking votes last year. Why would any of those guys? Ryans? His team's not probably going to make the playoffs. Well, actually, you know, one team down there will. I don't know who's going to do it, but no, I think Campbell's still the favorite. I don't think Campbell's ever not been the favorite the entire NFL season this year. Yeah, did you hear that Trevor Lawrence is out this weekend? I'm probably going to change my pick tomorrow when we go over our picks. I have like 3 pick changes. A bunch of injuries. Like Trevor Lawrence isn't playing, so I'm like, well, I'm not going to pick CJ Beathard. What the fuck? Like, what do you think? I'm some kind of retarded man? And I'm like, but they're playing the Panthers. McDaniel. The problem for Mike McDaniel is the problem for Dan Campbell going forward. Dan Campbell can't win the award going forward. That's the problem here. Like, I hope this makes sense what I'm about to say. Let me explain this to you. You can only win Coach of the Year for 3 years as a head coach. It's like the first 5 or 6 years you can basically win it. And McDaniel probably should have won it if he was going to win it the first, because now his team's, dude, he's got like a super team. He was expected to be good and contend for the Super Bowl this year, or like be on the like outside of the Super Bowl. The Lions were just expected to maybe win their division. Like, there was expectation, sure. But, like, could you actually believe those expectations about Detroit? No offense to the Lions fans, but even they were like, well, I'll believe it when I see it. And there's like there's a 30-year playoff drought broken. It's like this thing where if next year, Dan Campbell, I don't think could be a Coach of the Year because, again, their expectations will probably be a Super Bowl contender. If they make the right moves, add in the right pieces, go get a bit of a linebacker, a little bit of secondary help, suddenly the Lions are, unless they do something unbelievable, like, you know what I mean, go like fucking 15-2 and just dominate the league. Then Campbell could. But again, it's like Kyle Shanahan doesn't win Coach of the Year for a similar reason. Belichick never wins Coach of the Year now for a very certain for a similar reason. When you're that guy, it's like, you know, what's up, Ian? And I think Mike McDaniel, if he loses Tyreek Hill, he could probably win it again in the future. But right now, it's probably like he's probably a little bit, you know what I mean? I just think this is like Dan's last year. He could win it, and I'm pretty sure he's going to win it. Like Ryan's will probably win it next year, Steichen or Stefanski. One of those guys will win it again. Again, the only person I think that's actually kind of close might be Stefanski, and it's that pesky-ass 4-quarterback situation. It's like, well, one of those is his fault. He started P.J. Walker. He shouldn't get credit for that, by the way. It's like, dude, he had to go through 4 quarterbacks. Yeah, he chose to start P.J. Walker. Why? The fuck was he doing? That should be almost an automatic disqualification from the get-go. I don't give him credit for 4. It's 3. I'll give him 3 quarterbacks. You don't get credit for fucking up and starting P.J. Walker for like 4 games for some reason. There's like 6 games even. And by the way, he's not even the best coach on the fucking team. It's goddamn Jim Schwartz. Ask any Browns fan and they'll be like, yeah, begrudgingly, yeah, it's probably Jim Schwartz. I wish Max was in here so we can ask him, be like, hey, Max, who's the best coach on your team? Is it Kevin Stefanski? He'd be like, no, it's Jim Schwartz. And then I'd be like, yeah, so fucking Campbell. So Campbell should be coach of the year then. Yeah. That's also one of my, I forgot my hard reasoning there. He's coaching that fucking team. Yeah, and why did the Browns win their games? Oh yeah, that fucking defense. Fangio is quite interesting. It's been fun watching him, the players buy in. I will say Fangio, the only thing I noticed about Vic, I think his defense, though very good, still stout. I mean, obviously blitzing a lot and fucking cover zero is a really good way to win. But I feel like his defense is a little bit like, he's like almost like not adapting. Like, I don't know how to explain it. He's playing well because he's got a talent in defense, and that's always going to be the big thing. But it feels like with Vic, it feels like his defense is like an older defense. Whereas, like, if you look at Belichick's defense, it feels new. It feels modern. It feels involved in the game that's going on. Belichick's always adapting, which is why his defense is always like top three. Yeah, I understand that, but it just like you can do like Belichick runs a basic. Well, no, Belichick's gone from man zero to fucking man to zone to fucking man zone to fucking now he's just running nickels or dimes all the time. I forget Belichick runs out of a dime, so which is adapted for the current way the NFL is, right? Fast quarterback, fast tight ends, a lot of throwing, a lot less running. Yeah, that's why you run a dime. Gives him what, fucking 8 DBs on the field? What is that setup? Is it 7 DBs when you run dime? Or 6? Because 5 is obviously 5 is nickel. Like that's like a cheat code. Always fascinated with the conference system in the NFL. Most sports have a first and second division so that you play everyone you are competing against. I think Ian, the NFL does have 2 conferences. They have the AFC and the NFC, which is, those are the 2 sides that like play each other for the title. It's the American and National Football Conference. This came about because there used to be 2 leagues, right? There was the NFL, which is, the current league. And then there was another league called the AFL. And because the fact that like both leagues were competing against one each other, like, it was like teams in the NFL were like the Lions, the Packers, the Bears, I believe the Cowboys, the Giants. And then you had like AFL teams like, I think the Browns were NFL. I don't remember all the AFL teams. It was a whole bunch of scallywags and scoundrels. I think the Patriots were in the AFL. So they merged, and that's where the birth of the AFC and NFC came from. Because they're like, all right, that's why it's called the American Football Conference. If anyone didn't know that, it's from when they were the American Football League. So it's always a little weird when you see teams flip over from AFC to NFC. It's like, wait, you're not an NFL team. Get the fuck out of here. It's like, wait, you're not. And that was why it was kind of like teams, like you can't really flip conferences. Because it's like, well, like new teams can. Like if you're like the Panthers, you could go over to the AFC. It don't really matter. Like you're not you weren't really around when the if you're post merger as a team, it doesn't matter where you play in. But I feel like if you're the Lions, you can't really become an AFC team. You just got to play in the NFC. And And then inside of those conferences are the divisions. And the divisions are just 4. You have North, West, South, East, West. That's just the easiest way to divide it up. Generally, it's along time zones. So basically, or like general regional like situations, except for the Cowboys, who play the NFC East. Oh, there's one more really screwed up one. No, that's about it, right? And the Carolina Panthers, who play in the NFC, but the whole NFC South is based like right there, by Florida. Yeah, the Cowboys are like the only one who's like completely misaligned. I don't know how that happened. They're in like South Texas, and then the rest of their division's on the East Coast. Everything else, pretty solid. Yeah, everything literally except the NFC East is perfect geographically in the NFL, by the way. Like, the teams are all basically in the same time zone. The Lions are in a weird, like, 1 hour ahead situation. Yeah, Miami. There it is. Miami's the fucked up one. I was going to say there's another one that's messed up. I think it's like Dallas and Miami are, like, screwed up somehow. I'm not even, like, I don't know what happened. I was like, there's another team that's, like, geographically just kind of out of whack. Yeah, it's the same time zone, so it's fine. And Miami's technically, like, kind of, and Florida is on the East Coast. It's just like, well, what kind of technicality bullshit is this? And it's mainly just because the Dolphins have a bunch of old standing rivalries with the Jets and the Bills and the Patriots. So they come to them all together. Are the Dolphins an AFL team? Yeah, I know the Jets and them had a big time rivalry. Oh, you're a new team. Oh, you're post-merger. Damn, dude, like everybody's post-merger except like fucking 7 teams. And they're all NFC teams. Did all the AFC... hold on, who are the original AFL teams? Pre-merger. The Patriots, the New York Titans, the Buffalo Bills. Oh, the Patriots and Bills, the Chargers, Broncos, and the Dallas Texans. So it was basically the Patriots, Bills, Oilers, Chargers, Broncos, Raiders, and Texans. And I think the Texans became... Who the fuck did the Texans become? Kansas City Chiefs. Yeah. My team was the AFL team because we love America. And you guys are all America hating. Imagine if Patriots fans act like that. Well, my team is the Patriots. We love America. So, you know, I unironically wear a ton of red, white, and blue. Is it for America? Nope, it's for the Patriots. That's not a... They didn't want to move the Cowboys. Yeah, some teams had a long-standing rivalry, so things didn't get moved. And the Cardinals, didn't they realign in 2002 when the Panthers joined? So that's why Arizona got shifted out west. Because the Arizona used to play in the NFC East. And was it the NFC Central that the Cardinals were in? Because that NFC Central was a fucking wild division for a minute. Like half the league was in the NFC Central, it feels like. And then the Panthers joined. They're like, all right, we got in a whole new thing now. Watch this. And they split it up real nice. Because weren't Dallas and Tampa in the NFC North with Detroit, Green Bay, and Minnesota? Yeah, there was only 3. So I'm like, it was like... Who the fuck was it? Detroit and Dallas used to be in the same conference, right? In Australian football, there would be an outrage if there was a division system and teams had a future that made it... Yeah, though, that's the biggest problem right now we have in the NFL, I would say, with the playoffs. I think they're going to review that, by the way. I would be willing to put a little bit of money on, like, in the future, guys. We may see a system happen where the NFL just goes the 7. What's up, Sean? Just kind of bullshitting around. We haven't really started talking about anything. Just like the news portion. I do think that the NFL may go to a 7, like, highest seeded teams make the playoffs, rather than like division winners or auto wins. Because again, the sub 500 bullshit's got to stop. It's just got to end. Like, if you win your division and you're like the 8, you're just not in the playoffs. It's just like, sorry, dude. Someone else will get to host a playoff game in your honor. Congratulations, you fucking loser. And just if you're just not one of the highest 7 seeds, even if you finish at 10-6 and you were the 8 seed, you just, well, we won our division. We're 10-6. Cool. There's teams with 11 wins that deserve it more than you. You're not in. We didn't do the prediction yet there, Sean. Tomorrow's the we're probably not gonna be able to do that tomorrow. I got Baltimore winning. Tampa was with the Bears and Pat. There we go. Tampa was there. I was trying to remember what team it was. It was the Tampa Bay Bucks. Lions actually had a rivalry with them too. We don't like the Buccaneers in Detroit. Tampa and Detroit would play each other, and they'd hit each other and be like, no, I'm the worst team. And Tampa would hit back and be like, no, we're the worst team. And Detroit would be like, nah, we are. And that's what they'd have games about. Who was the worst team in the NFL's history? Was it the Bucks or was it the Lions? The Lions could at least be like, hey, we've had significant players in this league. And the Bucks could be like, hey, we've won a Super Bowl, now 2. So I think the Bucks are up on the Lions, even though the Buccaneers still have the worst winning percentage in all of team sports history. Not kidding, by the way. As a franchise, they are the biggest losers in all of sports. Like, if you look up their winning percentage, I believe it is the absolute lowest of any sport in any continent, anywhere in the world. No one loses as bad as the Buccaneers do. The stadium kind of is getting old. I feel like that's their first stadium that they, like, it feels like they got that first stadium and they're like, we're just going to play here for forever. Feels like a pretty nice place. You guys like that same Brown jersey in the back? Offensive player of the year. Who's going to win Opal? Oh, yeah, Christian McCaffrey. I was like, who's winning Opal this year? You know, my bet is, Aaron did play this year. Do you think they'll give Aaron Rodgers MVP? Like, everyone talks about Brock Purdy and Lamar Jackson and Christian McCaffrey and all these other guys. I think Aaron might win it again. His stats aren't as good as last year, but I mean, it's Aaron Rodgers, dude. Like, what's the argument against him? You guys don't like the creamsicles, really? I kind of like the creamsicle jerseys. Yeah, me and Stud are on the same wavelength here. We both think that Aaron should win MVP. I rewatched his highlight clip from this year, and it was pretty inspiring. So I'm all the way in on the Rodgers MVP this year. Bucks in the late 90s or 2000s would kill you defensively. Yeah, I know. They have like 8 or 9 guys in the fucking Hall of Fame from that team. The 2002 Buccaneers were probably one of the crazy. They're one of the few teams that probably rival that 85 Bears team. They won a defense of just basically telling Brad Johnson, don't turn the fucking ball over, dude. And he didn't. He basically just held on. Yeah, no, it's a good idea, Rodgers. It wouldn't have been a pretty year. Yeah, and there's like, dude, I'm not kidding, by the way. If you look it up, it's like half the team is in the Hall of Fame. It's crazy. MVPs when he retires, probably stud. Pittsburgh jailhouse is the worst. Why do you guys not like the creamsicles? Yeah, he won a Super Bowl with the Bucks, dude. That shit was hilarious. Or was he the Ravens quarterback? I forget if he was the Ravens or the Bucks just worst quarterback. The worst is a fun question, but the best one is always the most interesting one because you like the Patriots have a top one. Brad played for Brad had a career before the Vikings, Cheeto. There was a 2002 year, I believe he was the Bucks quarterback. Or what was he? He was, right? I'm not misremembering this, am I? I could be wrong. I could be very wrong here. I'm not the greatest with trivia. But I swear to God, he was their quarterback. He was? Yeah, he was though. Yeah, okay. I know. He didn't finish with there. I remember playing him all the time. But I was like, he won that Super Bowl in Tampa Bay. I know Dilfer won in Baltimore. Yeah. All right, there. Yeah, it was Dilfer. And then they got rid of him immediately for like a bunch of rookie quarterbacks. They're like, oh, not again. I remember the year after they won the Super Bowl. I always liked that Hard Knocks because they just have a bunch of like the quarterback is nowhere to be seen on a Super Bowl winning team. Like they didn't even mention Trent on that bitch. They were just like, all right, we got to get a new QB in here. It's just Ed Reed, dude, Ray Lewis. Yeah, no, that's what I mean. Yeah, Sean. That's what I was saying. You guys got rid of Dilfer was just gone. You guys had rookie young guys in there. Maybe not a rookie exactly, but a young guy. I shouldn't use those words interchangeably. I have that problem with Jordan Love. I consistently keep calling him a rookie, and it's like, God damn it, dude. He's like fucking 35 years old. Do you know he's older than Aaron Rodgers? Jordan Love, I found out. Well, I know it's even crazier. You know that Bo Nix guy everyone talks about? Everyone's hyped on him. You know Bo Nix is older than Tom Brady? I thought this was some crazy prospect. No, this guy's just old as shit, stunting on college kids. He's just some full-grown man just going out there dominating these poor children. I don't understand what he's gaining from this. That's just kind of the way it goes, right? He was getting MVP talks. He plays like that, so now he's going to get shat upon unrelentlessly. I just wish people would stop overhyping guys so they could have themselves a little fun, pity, like shit on the guy party afterward. I hate that so much about modern sports. Like, people need to start adopting like consistent principles, I think, when they talk about sports. It's like, if you ask me what I think about Brock Purdy, I bet he seems like a good quarterback. Because again, I'm not really going to take aim till next year when I evaluate Brock. There's another couple young guys where I'm like, what am I supposed to take away? Like, imagine if I'd evaluated Tua and just closed my books on him. And I just went, you know what? Tua sucks. I'm out. And then this year, I'm like, how did he do it? No, it's like, no, you don't make hard decisions on people unless you really know something in those first couple years. Tua's always, to me, my biggest problem with Tua always is, and probably still kind of is I don't think he's very durable, but I think he's still on the team. Like I'm always very consistent with my 3-year thing. It seems like Mac failed. I don't know what, like we failed him, he failed. I don't know. He doesn't seem like he's a guy. But Tua's in the league 4 years now. He's a guy. Now let's see if he can win some playoff games. That's a whole different beast. I honestly think this might be where D'Amico and company mess up. Like they run everything pretty well, but I've noticed in the last couple weeks they're starting to see like the rookie mistakes of a coach who's under a lot of pressure. I'm sure Stroud back will help the team out a lot with that like pressure and like making mistakes that they're doing. But I feel like right now they're in a little over their head. Again, I think this is a good team. In the next year, this could be a very dangerous football team, and I think the year after that is when they'll arrive. But there's just something that's telling me that like when I look at D'Amico Ryans, he looks very confident, but like in the back of it, like look at his eyes, and you were like, oh no, he's kind of just going like he's not going through the motions, but it's kind of like this weird like he's like piloting on empty. Like I don't really know how to describe it. He's just like, all right, let's. You can see where the moments kind of get to him, and yeah, having those tiebreakers is huge, especially if everyone just kind of finishes with the similar records. Yeah, kind of. But he doesn't look like freaked out. It just looks like he just doesn't know what to do sometimes. And that'll cost you in an NFL game real bad. Which is an experience thing. I think he'll be good. What's up, Ethan? Yeah, we're doing Cowboys Lions tomorrow. Hell yeah, Ethan. We'll be live at 8:10 or some shit. What up, Kenny? What up, Ethan? Or what up, Kenny? What up, Jehu? Welcome, you guys. Make sure everyone's dropping likes, helping the stream out. The stream's doing pretty good. Been a fun night. Oh, I have the Lions winning. He's like, bro, I don't, what? Yeah, what? I know you're covering the game. Who do you have winning? Good luck to you, Ethan. Good luck to you this weekend, my friend. Do we want to talk about Joe Flacco? We haven't really talked about Joe Flacco. Big Flack. The Flack God. Flack Nasty. By the way, if you guys think that like Joe Flacco ever looked this good in Baltimore, he didn't. I don't even know what I'm looking at right now. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Literally, no one has ever seen this from Joe. Like, he's like, it almost seems like his kids are like, you didn't play in the NFL, Dad. Like, Sean, you got to admit, you've never even seen this from Joe Flacco. You got a shake and burger? Hell yeah, you're a Steak and Shack? Hey, Steak and Shake? That sounds good. Dude, he wasn't doing this, dude. He's rolling out to his right, fucking, like he's showing off to his kids, dude. That's what he's doing. That's what I fully believe. His kids are like, no, you're not very good, Dad. You ate a Longhorn for dinner? That sounds expensive. Because his kids are older now, so he's like, oh yeah, you want to see? I'm about to go fucking crazy, dude. And I have a bad, like, am I a big dickhead if I go, I don't think this is going to last very long? And I'm like, that might have been the end of the game. That might be the end of the Joe Flacco run. And I really hate saying that because I want the guy to. Well, I'm not saying he didn't look impressive, Sean. I'm just saying, like, his literal, like, play right now is it's unbelievably good. And then this dude's throwing like fucking 14 touchdown passes in 3 games. So, dude, he's literally like, this is a different Joe Flacco. The Chiefs, yeah, they're not very good. Not this year. It's, you know, it's crazy. It's just so hard to predict that a team might not have good offense this year. Who could have seen that coming in the preseason? Huh. Damn, dude. Dude, if the Chiefs play like any playoff team in the first round, they're pretty much fucked. I mean, he's got Amari Cooper and David Njoku. That's pretty good. Who, Flacco's been picked 7 times this year? Yeah, that's pretty vintage Joe Flacco. The only team I think they can beat is the Colts. Yeah. Playoffs are always interesting. Sorry, I need to take a drink there. I completely lost what I was talking about before I went quiet for a second and started reading chats. Sean, it's no offense. It's literally just the way Flacco's playing football. Like physically, he's not like a rollout guy. He doesn't throw for a lot of yards. It's a whole different thing. Why are you trying to like? Do you think he was actually better for you guys? He had like 1 good year for you guys. What the fuck are you doing? He stole a bunch of money from you guys. I would hate the motherfucker if I was you. I know he got you guys a Super Bowl, so you're like eternally grateful. But like, you know, this is completely out of nowhere how good he's playing. To the point where they're about to give this dude comeback player of the year from a guy who died. The NFL voters like, you know what? This sucks that we can't give DeMar Hamlin this award now. You know how good you have to be playing for a fucking dead guy to lose his award? Yeah, I agree with that. And it took him so long to fucking get Lamar some weapons. I do agree with that, Sean. Flacco could still be your quarterback if they'd gotten him some fucking weapons. Yeah, the Bills, they're in trouble, man. They almost lost to East Stick. Win their final 2, but they're done. Maybe the Chiefs will win their final 2. What's up, Lore? That's not a guarantee. We all thought the Chiefs were going to win against the Raiders, right? Or do you guys watch in the offseason? I watch baseball. I've heard a lot about Aussie Rules football. Everyone says to check that out. I might watch that, Ian, but I'm a big fan of baseball. I think a lot of these guys watch basketball. I think a lot of them watch football or soccer. I don't know what you guys call it out in Australia. Get the Bengals with the upset. The Bengals could pull off an upset, but I think Jake Browning's insanity run has come to a close. Jehu, I think it's more important to note that they're 1-4 against Joe Burrow. Everybody wants the Dolphins to win. Yeah. Except real ones want the Dolphins to. Basketball. You can see what again, honestly? Sorry, I'm catching up. No need. Hollywood Brown took a shot. No, what did he say? Imagine if we somehow managed to beat the Bills with Zappy. Yeah, if Zappy beats the Bills, Zappy should be MVP. I think that's a solid line of argument. Some people don't like that. It feels kind of rigged. Oh, a generational player goes to one of the league's favorite teams in the Spurs. Sorry, I'm not a big fan of soccer, NBA soccer. I'm not really a fan of. Well, now that the Red Wings are good again, if they can make the playoffs, we'll watch some hockey, and then I'll pretend like I know everything about the game. Like, oh look, it's the center. There we go. That's a good position. About to score. Oh, that's a slap shot. It's just a little fucking. The media loves Buffalo, or the Buffalo Bills and Josh Allen. But you got to remember they are a New York team, so as like weird as it is to try to remember that, you have to consider like they're gonna have like an outsized media presence because again, we're like they're in New York, It's like that's like they're just a naturally, and they're like right by Connecticut and well, not like right by it, but like Connecticut, all them fucking places right there. Still New York. Oh, sleepy. Oh shit, hold on, let me read some stuff. What happened, John? He was doubling down on it with some kids was basically doubling down on that tweet for he said the second season how Baltimore runs their team and how they're blaming wide receivers for not producing when Roman. Oh. Yeah, Greg Roman needed to go a long time ago. This is random, but I couldn't stop laughing in your Madden Super Bowl game where you caught for the penalty and they. Oh yeah, dude, Jehu. There's so much shit in Madden. That's some of the reason I hate playing that shit. Oh, it's a Buffalo thing. Yeah, I mean I get it. But Buffalo still is a New York team. Like in the state of New York, they're gonna get like weird preferential media treatment all the time. That's just kind of how Buffalo is. Media is in New York. Dude, how much the Jets get talked about every single year. You think they were a good football team? You ever noticed how much attention the Jets get for a bad fucking team as they are? Yeah, dude, it is what it is. It's the same thing for the Giants. They're always going to be talked about. It's all them stupid ass New York teams. They get all the media attention. Now, technically, that's probably a good thing. Because if you're a fan of a team that doesn't typically get any, that means you can fly under the radar. Yeah, and technically, the Bills are the only true New York team. But I'm pretty sure the way that goes is like the land is technically owned by the state of New York that the stadium's built on. They do like an agreement on a lease of land. It's a whole complicated thing. I don't think they got the room to put it in there. What was it? The Giants actually are building a stadium in the city, or is it the Jets are? He continues. He keeps getting held a lot. Yeah, the people who say they're like being held, I feel like that's just a cop out. The Jets, yeah, I think they have it like zoned out. I believe they just got to get it all like actually like working. What's up, Daniel? They're getting there. Hell yeah, 15 likes on the stream. That's really great. I appreciate y'all. Thank you guys. We actually have a really fun stream tonight. We're gonna build it for Rogers. Yeah, they got to get rid of MetLife. Tear that bitch down, dude. It's a fucking cursed stadium. African Senior. Had on the deal with like the Hollywood Brown. That's that situation, Sean. Dude, after they fucked us out of that Qatar World Cup, I think, don't we have the next World Cup in America? On Ryan Ripken show. Okay, I'll check it out. Ever since my especially since my yeah, oh yeah, dude, MetLife's a fucking disaster. I thought America was supposed to get like the cup because we basically proved that they fucking cheated everybody and made everyone go to Qatar for no fucking reason. One of the crazy, that was crazy, dude. The fact that they actually had to go to Qatar to play soccer. And a bunch of fake Qatar people were just, Qatarians were like, it's actually pronounced Qatar, and it's like, fuck you, it's Qatar. Spell it different. If America was spelled USA, if you called America USA, I bet, yeah, we should probably have just put United States. I don't correct people when they say USA. I'm like, dude, yeah, fucking, or us. Yeah, I don't know. Cowboys. I think for the Cowboys, isn't there a curse of Super Bowl? Oh, that's good. Grass stadium, nice. You guys want to do a little bit of playoff discussion? That is technically why we're here, right? All right, we're what, 1 hour in? All right, let's get to the main point of the stream here. Just so with that, you know, in case somebody comes listen for this, I can make a time point. So we're at I don't know how long we've been going. Like 101 on the actual stream. So I'm like, I think my thing's like weird. Like, I don't know. Anyway, quickly talk about these playoff scenarios. As we discussed right when the stream was getting going, Cleveland's already clinched a playoff spot. So like, you know, there's only 4 seeds left in the AFC as the Ravens, Dolphins, and Browns now have clinched a playoff berth. No divisions have been claimed yet. In the NFC, we have 4 teams that have clinched. 2 have clinched divisions in the Lions and the 49ers, the NFC North and the NFC West, respectively. We have a lot of shit going on this weekend. The Ravens kind of got screwed on some stuff here. With if the Browns would have just lost, the Ravens would have won the division, but they won. So now we're at a situation 1 for the Ravens. They win the division. Also, if they win, they clinch the 1 seed, so they could wrap that all up this weekend with the win versus the Dolphins. So if you're a Dolphins fan, you may be a little nervous because they're going to come out like crackheads in this game, so they can maybe get like 2 weeks of rest. All right. The Bills. They play the Patriots. Yeah, as we said before, the Browns are already in the playoffs, so we don't got to go over their spot. Basically, if Buffalo can win, Pittsburgh or Cincinnati loses. Cincinnati, Jacksonville, Houston, Indy. One of those combo of things happens. They win the playoffs. They can tie, but they can't lose. Like they can still get in with the tie, but they need quite a bit of help. It's like tie, Pittsburgh loss, Cincy loss, and then Houston, Indy, or Houston loss. Very confusing. If we can sweep the Bills, that'd be really fun. We clinch the AFC East with the win. Yeah, I think we're almost to the Dolphins stuff. All right, let's get down there. So Buffalo could clinch just a playoff spot, nothing to do with their division. Cleveland already won, so they're in. Jacksonville. Oh, shit! Jacksonville's in a division clinching game. Oh yeah, because they hold like you said, the Jags hold tiebreakers. They've already swept one of those teams, and they could complete it. Need the Patriots to beat us. Or you need the Patriots to beat the Bills. Those old heads. All right, cool. I'm all caught up. Sorry, I had to read a little bit. Okay. So with the Jags, yeah, we already did the Browns. That's good. Jaguars need to win. Indy and Houston, if they both lose and the Jaguars win, the Jaguars clinch the AFC South. I mean, is it possible? Is what possible? I'm sorry, I missed that one. I'm sorry about that. Anyway, we're gonna keep chugging along and get through this. Kansas City Chiefs. They can clinch a playoff berth and win their division title with a win and a Raiders loss or tie plus. So if the Raiders and Denver both lose and Miami wins that, they're in. They got the 4 seed probably. Anyway, my leg is itchy. All right. That pretty much, the Miami Dolphins. Almost forgot about them guys. They can wrap up their division. They can win a title with a win or Buffalo loss. They just need one of the two, as we've alluded to throughout the stream. So, sorry, I'm just getting sleepy, guys. I've been up since like 3:30 or so. Had to work at 4:35. You don't find it weird that we're the ones with the... Hold on a minute. I'm having trouble. Hold on. Anyone find it weird? No. I think Clowney just has been going to... He's been injured a lot. I feel like a lot of people are like, he's finally playing well. It's like he's also finally not hurt. I feel like Jadeveon Clowney was hurt for most of his career, and now he's playing like he just has avoided injury now on his new team. So it's like, why would anyone give up on this guy? It's like, whoa, I mean, let's not forget all those injuries. All right, in the NFC, as we pointed out, it's getting tight. There's only 3 teams left, which I think actually points to something that we all kind of thought that the AFC was like the better division, which it is, by the way. The NFC is just top heavy. There's like 7 or 8 good teams, and the rest is pretty bad. Oh, I'm gonna disappear. I'm back. No, it's Jadeveon Clowney, Jehu. Ooh. All right, so the Lions, and we said the Lions 49ers clinched the divisions. The Cowboys and the Eagles are both in the playoffs, but both are still fighting for that final, to win their division. So should be pretty exciting. Let's scroll. Ooh, the Rams can clinch their playoff spot. If the Rams win, Seattle loses, or Rams win and Green Bay, Minnesota tie. So they can get it on a tie, but their most likely thing is going to be option one, them winning and Seattle losing. The Cleveland Cows. Clowns, yeah. All right, Philadelphia Eagles clinched the NFC East division title with a win. They got to win both their games, or I guess they can win or tie. Dallas has to lose. So if they win, tie, or yeah, they win the division. So 49ers clinch the NFC's number one seed with with a win, obviously. Detroit, if they win, Detroit loses and Philly loses. They get the one seed, but they need a little help. It's not as clean cut as they may like it to be. Who else is in? Just two more things to go over, so we're almost done here. The Seahawks can clinch a playoff berth with a win in a Green Bay, Minnesota tie. So they have the hardest one because they need some teams to tie and kind of just take off a game of their scheduling. And then the Tampa Bay Buccaneers can actually win the NFC South with an above 500 record if they win, or they tie and Atlanta loses. Hold on, what the hell's going on? This is the main. This was the season with the chest. Yeah. Maybe seasons on whole transfer. I can't. We're making it to the playoffs if the Bills never relieve the AFC North. Yeah, I agree. Ooh. All right, we got through all that. I'm starting to lose steam here, folks. I'm not gonna lie. But we'll keep her going. I'm gonna go get a little soda though, if you guys don't mind, real quick. If that's cool with y'all. We'll grind this shit out for another 15-20 minutes. I got some stuff we can talk about. You guys have some topics you want to discuss, make sure you bring them up. I'm just having a little trouble reading as I've been up for like fucking 22 hours at this point. It feels like 21. The season was the closest chance of a whole division making it to playoffs. Yeah, I would agree. To the AFC, people making points about the AFC North and all that. But I'm back. No, I don't think so. I think the Patriots are going to get a new quarterback. I believe we'll have a new guy. Will he be any good? I have no idea. But I do believe that he won't be super shitty. Hopefully he'll be able to, get rid of the ball, not take sacks, yada, yada, yada. I think there's good odds we have Russ Wilson next year. That feels more our speed anyway. Yeah, he's probably going to get cut. I think we should bring him in. I've seen what he could do on a team built like the Patriots. He won a whole ass Super Bowl as like what, a second year player, doing almost nothing to win that Super Bowl. Yeah, we can bring that in and win with him. Like I would almost be like, we're probably Super Bowl contenders. It's not his fault. Denver hired Nathaniel Hackett, and then their defense was dog shit all year. This year, I don't know. 30 touchdowns, 8 picks. Do you think we'd have more wins, Jehu? With 30 touchdowns and 8 picks? That's just the way I look at it. Like, wait a minute. His numbers are that good. I don't know, Jehu. I think everybody's gone now. So I think the stream's just kind of, I don't know what, everybody was like, all right, let's do playoff scenarios. And everybody just stopped talking for the entire playoff scenarios. Or we're pretty limited. I also think it's because I'm losing focus and people are like, Rob's pretty much out of it. I think if New England trades for Wilson, no, they wouldn't trade for him. On what basis would he be Cam Newton 2.0, Sean? Hold on. Oh, sorry, 26 and 8 with 3,000 yards and a 98 passer rating. Did Russ ever do like that before he came to New England? Was he doing that? Yeah, exactly, Jehu. Two completely different quarterbacks. Russell Wilson had an off year because he had to adjust to like not being a super mobile quarterback. And he's done so at a great rate. The fucking Broncos are stupid. Because Sean Payton doesn't like him. He's not the kind of quarterback Sean Payton likes. Which is weirdly ironic considering like he's like, well, technically better than Drew Brees. But hey, times don't mesh. Pretty much stud. Yeah, I'm barely with the shits. Yep. All right, guys. I don't got it. I'm gonna wrap. I think that first hour and 10 minutes or hour 5 minutes was pretty solid streaming. I'm fucking losing it. I'm trying to power through, but I feel like I'm not giving good entertaining content. So and I ran through all my talking points. I'm not gonna lie, I ran through them all, every single one of them. I think about a bunch of stuff at work, and then I'm like, all right, we'll talk about this. I got some stuff to say about this. Yeah, I don't think he's leaving. You notice how those reports are kind of dying out? Now the media is just going to pretend like they never did that. The NFL media is about to be like, we just, isn't. Oh, they just never acknowledge that he just stays. Have a good night, stud. Yeah, I'm getting out of here too. All right, everybody. If you're just tuning in, you could always rewind the stream and play it from the beginning. I don't know. Anybody got anything last second before I get out of here? I know how it can be. People are like waiting to send something. Oh, if not, I'm gonna bounce. Doesn't seem like it. Give it another second or two. Yeah, if they win the Super Bowl, that'd be fucking crazy, dude. I'd be like, damn, dude, this sucks. They're never gonna lose again. It would feel like that. It would feel like it's either rigged or Mahomes is just fucking like they're just saving all their energy for the playoffs. Nope, looks like it's not Jehu. All right, everybody. I appreciate y'all coming out tonight. Thank you for a fun stream this evening. I hope you enjoyed it. I had fun talking football finally. We will be live again tomorrow for the Cowboys and the Lions game. And then on Sunday, we have the Patriots and Sunday Night Football. And then Monday Night Football. And then, there is no Monday Night Football. Oh, there is one more Monday night, I think. Either way, we'll be live for a bunch of games coming up. All right. Good luck to your team, or Jehu. Oh, wait, you're a Patriots fan. Yeah, good luck to our team. All right. That's how tired I'm. I can't even read names anymore. All right, everyone. I've got to go to bed. All right, have a good night. Take it easy. Go Lions, go Tigers, and of course, it's always go Patriots. Again, thank you for a fun stream. And